Hey y'all, I'm Cody, it's time to catch up. Grab your headphones and fill your cup. Sports and life, I've got stories to share. Sit back, relax like you just don't care.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Catch Up with Cody podcast. I'm your host, as always, Cody. Sorry, it's been a while. Been a crazy couple weeks here. A couple personal things going on, but we are all good and we are back and ready to keep up with the podcast, TikTok, all the social media stuff. We're trying to get back on track. Like I said, a couple different personal issues going on, but no worries, everything's good. So hopefully everybody's having a good time. As I'm recording this, it is Sunday. Hopefully everybody's having a good weekend and week. Another kind of crummy day outside. The last couple days, I know a lot of people in the Michigan area. We had a huge storm a couple days ago. That was crazy. It's funny. My grandparents bought us a weather notifier, I guess you can call it. That kind of tells you when there's bad weather coming and everything like that. So that went off first to tell us that there was a thunderstorm warning. And then I finally got comfortable. And then it went off again for a tornado warning. And then it went off a third time. And at that point, I was just like, you know what? We're going to just unplug this. So unplugged that. Then as soon as I got comfortable again, the tornado sirens went off. I'm like, oh my God. And then the AC is broken. So it's just everything piled into one night. It was not a fun night. Let's just say I didn't get a lot of sleep that night. And then the dog had a bunch of anxiety from the thunderstorm because she hates those. So it was just one thing after another. But we got to figure it out. So glad everybody is okay. Hopefully not a lot of damage. We didn't have a lot of damage here. I was looking at a couple different areas. I know a couple places north of here had more wind and tornado areas come through over there. So hopefully everybody is okay over there. And actually, I just saw today that there was a huge tornado in Kentucky. So pray to everybody over there, and hopefully there's no real damage going on. I know that a lot of it was hit, it looked like, from the videos and pictures I saw, but hopefully everybody is okay. So yeah, let's get into some topics today. First off, the Tigers. At the time I'm recording this, they are 30-16, best record in baseball. So that is awesome. Pretty much they're finishing where they started off last year. So that is perfect. I'm excited to see how the season goes. Should be a good one. We are going the 24th to the game, so that'll be a good time. Excited to see how that goes. Hoping for a win. They're going to be playing, I believe, the Guardians that day. It'll be a Saturday night game, so it's going to be a packed stadium and good times. We're going for Jamie's birthday, and then our anniversary is actually that same weekend. Our anniversary is on Thursday, and then the game will be on Saturday. Me, her, and her parents are going, so I'm excited. I want to get down there a lot this year, so I haven't been to a game yet, and it's crazy that they're already like 40. I think it was 45 games into the season already, so that's pretty cool. The season's just flying by. That's a quarter of the way already. I saw a stat somewhere that said that a lot of teams where they're set now, obviously, things can fluctuate, but it says that most teams where they're at now and how they play is pretty much how the end of the season is going to be, which is crazy to me because, they play 162 games, and in 45 games, you can kind of see where the team is at. Again, I'm perfectly happy with where they're at. I did not see them being this good. I knew they were going to be decent with how they played last year and kind of that momentum. But best team in baseball, Detroit is on the rise for all of our teams. I know the Red Wings kind of disappointed a little bit, but we had the Pistons, which were eliminated, but good for New York and good for Indiana to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. I did not see Indiana beating Boston like that, but they did. So that's pretty good. And then we got in the West tonight. We'll figure out who is in the Eastern Conference Finals, if it's Denver or the Thunder, and they'll be facing the Minnesota Timberwolves. Good upcoming team. They were in it last year as well as Indiana on the East side of things. Both there 2 times in a row. So that's 2 nice young teams. That's the kind of stuff I like in sports. It's not the same teams over and over winning. I mean, I know back in the day, 15, 16, 17, you had Golden State. In football, it's obviously still the Chiefs. But I like that differential within the teams kind of going into the Super Bowl. Like last year was a nice Super Bowl. It was Eagles and Kansas City. I mean, I know they just played a couple years prior to baseball. I'm hoping for the Tigers. It's funny, my one buddy, he's a Dodgers fan, so he's hoping for a Dodgers-Tigers World Series, which would be pretty cool. Honestly, the Tigers in the World Series at all would be sweet. And then, our Pistons, up-and-coming Pistons, they did well. Unfortunately, I mean, I know people are going to say that obviously the Knicks won, but, we pretty much lost it for ourselves. There was a couple chances. We didn't win at home, which I think is still crazy to believe. We had a chance to win that. I mean, we could have took the series. I mean, there's a lot of people that said we could have went 4-0, 4-2, Game 7. I mean, we should have had it. But you know what? Now we have that experience under our belt, and hopefully next year we can kind of fix that a little bit and get the ball rolling and get the team into the second round. It's been a long time. I think they said 2008 was the last time we won a playoff home game. So I'm excited to see where that goes next year. And like I said, Detroit sports are back, and I'm excited to see them all. Hopefully the Wings can kind of figure out, with their new coach. I mean, at first it started off great. I'm like, okay, coaching change, that definitely helps. But we'll get there. Lions are looking good. Everybody's, we just had the draft last week. Aiden Hutchinson looks like he's ready to come back and be better than ever. I'm hoping he doesn't rush it. I don't think he will. I think he knows his body. He knows when to push it, when to kind of hold off, and he'll be back. And we got a tough schedule. I mean, I saw the schedule came out just the other day. It's going to be tough. I want to go through the schedule, so let's go game by game. So first we got the Green Bay Packers. And kind of before I start, it kind of sucks because we have mostly 4:25 games and night games, which are cool. I mean, it's nationally televised and good for them. But the 1 o'clock games are just easy, done by 4, still the rest of the afternoon. The 4:25 games, I mean, yeah, you can do stuff beforehand, but by the time the game's over, it's 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then obviously your night games are done by 11, 11:30. So, but that's all right. So let's go down through the list here. We got Green Bay to open up the season at Lambeau. I think we can take that. I think the NFC North is going to be ours to take again. I think give Chicago a couple years. I hate to say it, but give Chicago a couple years, and I think they'll be able to be a good team. But I think with a new coach, second-year quarterback, I think we still got the division. So for that Lions-Green Bay game, I'm going to take the Lions winning that one. And then next week is Chicago. I got us winning that one. Week 3 against Baltimore, at Baltimore. We all saw what happened last year, I believe it was, or 2 years ago when we played Baltimore. It did not look good. Not at all. Now, we are a different team from then. The problem is this schedule is so difficult that it's going to take a toll on our players. We need everybody to stay healthy. I know that's easier said than done. We all saw what happened last year. But unfortunately, it's a Monday night game. So that I give us a little bit of help there because we do play well on nationally televised games. But I am going to take Baltimore in that one. Next we have Cleveland. That's a win. They have no idea who their quarterback is. They're just easy. So that's a win. Next we got Cincinnati. That one's going to be a toss-up. They kind of do have a good team. I know during the offseason they were kind of trying to figure things out, and during the season, even they were kind of trying to figure out who's staying, who's leaving, and what their identity is on that team. So I'm going to take the Lions on that one. We got Kansas City, another night game, Sunday night. Um, Honestly, I think we can go toe to toe with Kansas City. I realistically think we could have beat them in the Super Bowl. We just proved that we're a good team, not only on paper, but we've shown it on the field. I'm going to take Detroit on that one as well, and then we're going to go to a Monday night game. We're going 7 o'clock on Monday. That to me was always weird. Those two Monday night games. But we got Tampa Bay. I got us winning that one. So far looking at it, we got one loss going into our bye week, which is good. That's actually really good. And we got Minnesota at home, back-to-back home games. This will be our first game coming off the bye. Obviously, we showed that us and Minnesota are probably the top two teams in the NFC, and this is kind of where it's going to get interesting because it'll be kind of how JJ McCarthy is by this time of season. You know, is the team actually as good as they were last year, or was it just kind of a fluke? So I'm gonna still take us going into that game. Like I said, coming out the bye week at home, division game. I'm taking us in that one. And then you got the Washington Commanders. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Again, how we lost that last year, but we don't want to talk about that. That team is good. The team is young. They're obviously a winning football team. I mean, we saw that last year in the playoffs. I'm unfortunately going to take Washington in that game. So that'll be our second loss of the season. Then we're going back on national television against the Philadelphia Eagles. 8:20 game on Sunday at Philly. Going to be tough. Think we're going to end up losing that game. I mean, Saquon is just a beast. Jalen Hurts is a beast. That whole Eagles team is just, they're good. And, I mean, at this point in the season, I mean, this is late in the season. So you're looking at injuries at this point. You're looking at, our schedule is already tough going into this game. So I'm unfortunately going to take a loss on that one for the Lions. Then we have the Giants. That should be easy. I mean, Russell Wilson is a good quarterback. I just don't think he can lead the Giants against us. I think we have a better team than they do. So I'm going to take us in that one. Then we have 3 straight home games. That was including the New York game. We're going Green Bay next at home on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and Detroit do not go well together. I'm taking Detroit. We really need to start winning on Thanksgiving. It's Green Bay. I think we take the season series with them. That'll be nice. So I'm going to take us in that one. Then we got a Thursday night game. Never a fan of Thursday night games. But we got Dallas at home. We all know that controversial call in Dallas 2 years ago. I'm taking Detroit with that one. So far we only have 2 losses at this point, which actually is a lot crazier than I thought. I mean, looking at the schedule, I thought it was going to be a lot harder. December 14th, we got the Rams. I think we can win that one. Sorry, Matthew Stafford, but we'll beat you guys again. December 21st, we are another nationally televised, another 4:30 game. So here you got 2 4:25 games, and then obviously your Christmas game. So you got the Steelers. We're winning that one. Then we got Minnesota on Christmas Day. Lions football on Christmas Day is going to be something different. I'm excited. To be able to get Thanksgiving and Christmas football for the Lions, it just shows that the NFL finally respects us, and I'm happy with that. So I think we take the season series in that one as well. And then your last game of the season is the Chicago Bears at Chicago. I think we lose that one. It's going to be cold as hell in Chicago by that time of year. So, I mean, so we got the Bears, we have the Eagles, the Commanders. So 4 losses. That's actually not bad. Hopefully it's enough for another bye week. But, again, I don't really like the bye week because I kind of it depends on the momentum. I mean, if we're winning games at the end of the season, I want to keep going. But if we do get that bye week, it helps with injuries and everything like that. But we've seen that too, and that, I mean, we fell apart. So hopefully a good season for that, and I'm excited for that. And I'm just excited for sports all around. I unfortunately haven't been watching hockey, playoff hockey, which I know is so much fun to watch rather than the regular season. Um, but yeah, I mean, sports are back; they're in full swing. Like I said, it's a great time to be a Detroit fan. Well, I know this was a lot of sports related today, but I just wanted to kind of get a podcast out there. I feel like I haven't done one in a month since I did one with Cade. So yeah, just kind of wanted to do an internal podcast and try to get some more content out there for you guys. Currently, while I am doing this podcast, I believe I am at 290 followers on TikTok. So the TikTok channel is really growing. Didn't think I'd be getting that many. I mean, I remember when I was at 100 and I was like, wow, we're doing pretty good. Now we're almost at 300. So thank you guys for all the support. And I'm going to continue to grow the podcast now that everything's kind of settling down and we're back into the swing of things. Like I said, sorry about all the long in between break there of podcasts, but we had some personal stuff going on. So, but we are back, and thank you guys again for catching up with Cody. Peace.
Sit back, relax like you just don't care.